What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic day. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to give you what I believe to be the best training spot on Gorod Krovi. Now, there are other training spots, some safer than this, but I believe to be the best one because you can get a lot of zombies out of the way very quickly and efficiently. Some of the more safer training areas are long trains, very long routes that you have to take, and you know that works. If you have the patience for that, that works. I prefer this one because it's very small. Your training area is very small and you have an escape route. So I'm going to leave the rest in after I'm done talking, just so you can see that I think this is around like 34 or 35. Things start to get a little bit crazy when the bosses start coming in and the flying drone things start coming in. It gets a little bit crazy, so there is a little bit of a longer route that you can take. So I'll get into it. I'll give you some of my input and what I think will help you best in this training spot. So I guess I'll start with where this is. If you're not familiar with the map, this is the supply depot. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. There's a bunch of signs around the map, but this is the supply depot where you get speed cola. Now, I'm actually training outside of the supply depot, and the ideal situation is off when you come through and you're looking at the outside of supply depot from the way I came. To the left, there's a small circular area near, looks like maybe a train, a crash train or something. That's the ideal situation. You just want to run around in circles in that circular area, hugging the walls and you know, sprinting when necessary, walking when necessary. And that's the ideal situation. You can get pretty high round just doing that. So one of the reasons I like this spot so much, not only is it a nice training area, there's an escape route, it's a good area for that reason, but also if you played this map, you know that every once in a while the dragon comes in and breathes fire on the whole area, and you're kind of in trouble. You have to escape that area or you'll take damage and down. This area right here outside of the supply depot, the dragon doesn't go there. I'm not sure why, but you will never have a case where the dragon breathes fire on that area. So you can completely just ignore the dragon, which is a pretty big deal. Now I want to talk about perks a little bit. Obviously you can tell in this gameplay I'm using a perkaholic, which helps a ton, but usually you don't have them. I don't have them because they're hard as hell to get. But when I don't have perkaholic, I usually go for quick revive, juggernog, speed cola, and stamina up. Now stamina up I know is kind of, you know, iffy. Some people like it, well, everyone likes it, but some people prefer double tap or widow's wine. So if you feel like you can get away with not having stamina up, that's fine. Go with widow's wine or double tap. Widow's wine is just amazing. I love having widow's wine, but that's what I usually do for the perks. So now on to weapons. Now obviously the Mark III is awesome. That's what I would go with. Sometimes you can't get it out of the box, but if you hit it enough, you'll probably get it, and that's going to help you a ton. Now, but you can do this without the Mark III. It's not fun because when the boss comes in or when the flying drones come in, you want to be able to take those out quickly. Now you could do that with a haymaker or something like that, but the Mark III is really something that you should look for in the box. Now your secondary weapon, you can have whatever you want. I like the Dingo. It has a lot of ammo, fast fire rate, high damage. Pack-a-punch with blast furnace or dead wire is really good. So I would go with the Mark III and the Dingo if I was able to. For equipment, obviously the more setup the better. Now I'm talking about Dragon Strike and Special Weapon. Now the Dragon Strike is really good because when you get those flying drones, you can have a way to kind of get the zombies off you while you focus on them. It also completely destroys the bosses and the drones if they're stuck in there. So the Dragon Strike is really good. I hope you guys know how to do that. There's tons of tutorials online. So definitely go give those a look because it's pretty good, and you need to do that in order to get your special weapon, which is super good. It also insta kills the bosses, the flying drones, zombies. So definitely the Dragon Strike and the special weapon. That's something that you should always aim to get because they're very powerful. Well, that's gonna about do it for this training spot video. I was going to leave some at the end after I stopped talking, but I just continued talking the whole time. So hopefully I explained this spot well enough for you guys to understand where it is and how to use the spot effectively. Like I said, it's the best one that I've found so far. There are safer routes, so if you try this and are having a really hard time, go ahead and leave a comment down below and I can give you some tips on some other training spots that are a little bit safer. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you.